Hello to all my friends out there. So I'm glad that things evolved in the way they did because here is some of the fruits of my labor. Here is the hummingbird wind chime that I dumpster dived. It's pretty cute, but it was a little damage. It's missing one chime, but that's okay. It was free. No complaining. It was free. So anyway, I went walking late because I had a lot of work to do in my house, and I still do. The food storage is out of control. If you get enough food, it is hard to control it, but it can be done. So I want to make my own ice cubes because I want to be thrifty, of course. And so when I dumpster dived 4 of these drinks. I've never actually drank one before, but ow, now is the time. And so you might be saying, well, gee, aren't you kind of like really nervous to be doing dumpster diving? Yeah, but you know when the time to do this kind of stuff is? Not when you don't have any food before the fact. I'm glad this came up because when I was, it seems like screwing off, and it actually is. But while I'm screwing off, I'm learning. Okay, I've never tasted this, but I love blue Gatorade. That is good. I might buy those. So, so I was walking and I found the milk crate. And I thought, oh, this is really good because one of the things you should be able to conceptualize is how you could live in your car. So I walked past this poor lady living in her car, and she had her entire back seat jam-packed. Okay, that is bad because you need to be able to comfortably sleep. You know, if you're going to put stuff in your back seat, you have to be able to move it to your front seat so you can sleep in your back seat. And I am pretty sure, you know this park in the shade stuff? I am pretty sure that people head out to that RV place having no idea in this world how to sleep in your car, because I have seen some crazy stuff. You know, with the setup, the most important thing would be you would have a nice warm sleeping bag, you know, and you'd be able to have a bed, and then you would have food. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's drastic cases, but if you're even looking in that direction, it'd be better, you know, to try to hang on to your home at all costs before living in your car. But if you do have to live in your car, in my opinion, one thing you should know is that you're going to need to be able to stretch out comfortably. I mean, I've seen them with like their face one inch from the ceiling, all surrounded with all kinds of junk. In your trunk, you should be able to fit your food and your sleeping bag, and you just won't have anything. It's easier to go undetected as well. Like I took one look at that lady and I said, oh, she's obviously living in her car. Poor her. She obviously has not, I mean, you know, how can you survive like that? You can't sleep easily in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat. So that's why, and here we have a hose, you know, so I can knock off the dirt the rest of the way off my milk crate. So, okay, so what I made is I made one of those burritos. And I like these anyway. So these make me suffer not one. Look at these. These are good. I buy these for $1 and I keep a few in the freezer. So another thing is, you know, how can you survive on these cheap meals? Okay, look at this luscious salsa I made thanks to TJ Prepper. And I would suggest you guys check out her channel. Okay, you know, this is a kind of interesting thing about preppers. You know, I watch her channels and I go, okay, foraging nothing, you know, eating grass, no. But, you know, it is good to know how to do that. But one thing would be, you know, if you don't have any money, go to the food bank. Or if you don't have much money, go to the food bank and save all your money and pay your rent and you know, turn your utilities off at the breaker except for when you have to use them. And you know, just never be home for one thing. That'll work. So what I did is I just ground these Rotel tomatoes in the blender. So I went to Dollar Tree after I was dumpster diving. I'm going to be asked to leave. That's okay. There's a Dollar Tree on every corner. So anyway, I like this salsa. I really do. And then I bought, to go with my salsa yesterday, I had to make more salsa because I ate all my chips and, you know, and I ate all my salsa. So I must like it. And also, if you buy chips, these chips have another 1 ounce. I'm not going to promise that they're not chipped up at the bottom, because that seems to be the case. And then now Dollar Tree has stuff marked down, and I got these 2 packages of tortillas, 50 cents each. So, you know, keep your eye peeled wherever you go for markdowns, you know. So, you know, with my son, I always say we need to discuss this as the topic comes up. So now, okay, so this is a dented can that I got in the dumpster. Okay, you guys. Am I going to eat this? Maybe, maybe not. But that doesn't mean somebody's going to eat it, because if you go to the food bank, they give you 1 can of meat. This might come in handy if you don't have any food. I might give it away to somebody. We'll see. And these candies seem pretty good. They're not, I got these in the dumpster. So, you know, I've spent some months doing the dumpster diving, if you guys have been watching, and it hasn't been going well. But that doesn't mean it's not possible to... Yummy. I would stockpile this rather than salsa now. I got this in the dumpster, but it's chipped. But that's okay. I'll keep it, and when I'm done with it, I'll sell it at the swap meet. And I got these 2 things in the dumpster. I'll just sell them. You know, I sell this kind of stuff for like 25 cents at the swap meet. So as you can see from my car, I got quite a bit of stuff free. So everybody's approach to survival is a little bit different. One of the things that could happen here in San Diego is racial tension. If it got bad, I'd be in my car and I'd be out of here in a hot second. I'm not going to get caught in any of that stuff. We had a guy shot in El Cajon. The police shot him, a black guy. He was a little bit disabled. And it literally shut down the whole darn town. It was not a good situation. So you want to think to yourself, okay, and you know, I can sell this for 25 cents too. Or I can give it away. These, as to whether I'll drink the rest, I don't know, but somebody might. So, I just wanted to say something about the stealthy car living. So, you know, if you know, you can conceptualize how in the hell you would sleep in your car. How in this world you're going to stockpile? Well, you're going to stockpile stuff that is good anyway. if you don't have chips, it doesn't matter, because this is going to be really good on some Mexicali refried beans. That's why I like this. And so you can conceptualize how you're going to live in your car, at least a little bit. You're going to conceptualize how you can store water. You're going to clean your bathtub, and you're going to get some big trash cans and put those in the shower. And the minute anything happens, you're going to fill those with water, because you don't want to be caught without water. Yeah, you might have you need food, water, and you need shelter. This was a good comment by BS Dave. You know, it's really true. So you would want to hang on to your apartment at all costs, or else you would want to arrange for a roommate situation, which would be awful, but if you don't like roommates, but it would be better than living in your car. And then if worse came to worse, and you just didn't have enough money for food, and there's a lot of people like that, you're going to go to the food bank before you're sitting in the house. You're going to figure out how to do the dumpster diving. I've been watching Freaking Frugal for months, and I thought, how the heck does that woman do it? Well, I would say, I'm not sure, but she's done it enough so that she kind of knows how to do it. I think my dumpster diving has improved. I haven't learned how to do it yet. I'll let you know when I figure out how to do it. There won't be any more dumpster diving videos, for one thing. But you could get a little, nourishment. You want to do this before you're at the food bank situation with one of these cans. And what you want to do is you want to stockpile these cheap dented cans when you can find them. And so maybe you'll never eat them. Maybe you'll just give them away. But if something came up and you only had one can of meat, it'd be preferable to have some of this stuff in the stockpile. So, okay, you guys, I'm not saying this is my dinner either. It's just, really late, and I'm getting really kind of hungry. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all.